All right, Chargers Nation. Are you ready for a day that'll get your pulse racing? We've got news hitting from every angle, draft moves that'll make your jaw drop, trade rumors that could flip our season upside down, wondering about that game changer to boost Herbert? It might be closer than you think. And what if I told you a blockbuster deal's brewing? You won't believe what's coming. So grab a seat, smash that like button, and let's dive into the action. What's Harbaugh cooking up, genius or chaos? Stick around and find out. And while we're buzzing about the season ahead, the Chargers offense is screaming for more firepower. Najee Harris and Mike Williams joined the squad this offseason, but losing J.K., Dobbins left a gap that's got us sweating. Keenan Allen might return, but until then, where are the playmakers to back Herbert? Well, hold on to your hats. Breece Hall from the New York Jets is the name lighting up the rumor mill. Yep, the 23-year-old running back could be packing his bags, and LA's a prime landing spot. Picture this. Hall racked up 876 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns in 2024, averaging 4.2 yards a pop. Add 57 catches for 483 yards and 3 scores as a receiver, and you've got a dual-threat weapon any Bolts fan would drool over. Analyst Anthony Palacios from Last Word on Sports says Hall's a massive upgrade over Kamani Vidal, who's still finding his footing in the league. Pair him with Harris bulldozing through, and Herbert's got a backfield to dream about. Here's the kicker. Jets' new coach Aaron Glenn wants to lean on young backs Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis in 2025. Hall's playing time already dipped last year, and he's probably not thrilled. With 1 year left on his deal and a rough season behind him, a trade could come cheap. Is GM Joe Hortiz ready to pounce? Fans are splitsome, see Hall as the spark to make our attack unstoppable. Others say the O-line needs love first. I'm all in. With Herbert slinging it, every weapon counts. And trust me, the next twist today is going to crank the heat up even more. And while we're still hyped about Breece Hall, let's shift gears to the draft because Jim Harbaugh's not messing around. After an 11-6 Eason and a playoff berth in 2024, the Chargers sit at pick 22 in the 2025 NFL Draft. But Harbaugh's got that win-now glint in his eye, and he's not settling. The plan? Trade up and snag a beast for our D-line. The target? Michigan's Kenneth Grant, projected at pick 15. ESPN's Bill Barnwell dropped the scoop. A deal with the Atlanta Falcons to jump from 22 to 15, costing our third-round pick, 86, and fourth-rounder, 125. Why? Grant's the kind of nose tackle who could anchor our defense for years. Over 2 seasons at Michigan, he notched 6.5 sacks and 12 tackles for loss, earning third-team All-American honors in 2024. The dude's a brick wall against the run, 87.5 grade from Pro Football Focus, and still brings heat with a 75.3 pass rush mark. Imagine him clogging lanes for us? Thing is, he's raw, needs some polish to start. Lucky for us, Teilhart's back on a 1-year deal after a solid 2024, giving Grant time to grow. He'd be a rotational stud in 2025, learning the ropes before taking over. Fans are buzzing. Some love the idea of a young enforcer, others question trading 2 picks for a project. I say it's a no-brainer. Harbaugh knows a stout D is our Super Bowl ticket. And just when you think that's wild, the next move in play is going to shake up our secondary like crazy. And while we're dreaming of Kenneth Grant locking down the D-line, the secondary's got its own buzz going. The Chargers kicked off free agency hot, signing Dante Jackson and Benjamin St-Juste to team up with youngsters Tarheeb Still and Cam Hart. Solid group, right? But in an NFL loaded with killer QBs, can we bank on that alone? Jossur Taylor and Dean Leonard are still around, but they're old regime leftovers. Harbaugh's clearly hunting for his own guys. Enter Eric Rodgers, a former Rutgers corner who's creeping into the conversation. The Draft Network's Justin Mello says the Chargers are scoping him out after he crushed his pro day ran, a blazing 6.84 three-cone, jumped 10-3 in the broad, and clocked a 40 in the mid-4.5 S. Rodgers started at Northern Illinois, piling up 44 tackles, 2 picks, and 5 pass breakups over 3 years. Then at Rutgers, he balled out. 53 tackles, 10 pass breakups, a sack, 1 pick, and 2 forced fumbles in 2024. For the Bolts, he's depth with upside, not a star yet, but a playmaker who fits Harbaugh's mold. Fans are torn. Some want a proven vet in the secondary, others say Rodgers is the future. I'm thinking he's a mid-round steal earns behind Jackson and St. Just in 2025, maybe starts in 26. In a division with Mahomes slinging it, every corner matters. Will Ortiz pull the trigger? We'll see. But hold tight, the next rumor's about to flip our offense on its head. And while we're scheming about the secondary, the offense just got hit with a curveball no one saw coming. The draft's closing in, and mocks are wild trade-ups, trade-downs, Harbaugh's Michigan ties popping up. But ESPN's Bill Barnwell threw out a stunner. The Chargers ship Zion Johnson to the Baltimore Ravens, drop from pick 22 to 27, and snag tight end Mark Andrews in return. Yeah, that Mark Andrews. Imagine him in Lathrived under Greg Roman's system in Baltimore, now catching bombs from Herbert. At 30, he's not the same post-injury stud, and his $16.9 million cap hit stings. But the fit's unreal. Ravens need O-line help bad, and Johnson, at 25, slots right in. Here, Johnson's testing center this summer, but nothing's locked. This trade's a bold swing for now. Fans are losing itsum, say Andrews is the missing piece to unleash Herbert. Others call it nuts to ditch a first-rounder for a pricey vet. I'm torn. Andrews gives us instant juice we didn't grab in free agency, and pick 27 still nets a solid player. Risky? Sure, but Harbaugh plays to win. Is Ortiz bold enough to do it? Man, my heart's pounding just thinking about Herbert with a weapon like that. And after all this, we've got one last spark to tie it up. What a ride, Chargers Nation. Breece Hall could ignite our offense. Kenneth Grant set to anchor the D. Eric Rodgers brings promise to the secondary. And Mark Andrews, that's Herbert's fantasy come true. This isn't just a rebuild, it's a full-on charge to the top, and Harbaugh's all in. The buzz of being a Bolts fan has never hit harder. So tell me what moves got you most fired up? Drop it in the comments, hit that like, and subscribe, because this season's gonna be electric and we're riding every second together. Bolts up.